Okay, we're diving into the top internships in India today, but I want you to forget everything you think you know. We're not talking about just a summer job here. Nope. Think of this as your career launchpad, the critical first stage of your professional mission.
So, what's the deal with an internship really? Is it just, something to do over the summer, a box to check on your CV? The old way of thinking might say yes, but honestly, if that's your mindset, you're missing the entire game.
Here's the real value of a top-tier internship. It is your most direct path to getting real skills, working on projects that actually matter, and, this is the big one, getting a potential job offer before you even have your degree. It's your chance to kick open the door to a full-time career.
So, where do you even start? Let's kick things off with the global heavyweights, the tech giants that have a massive presence right here in India. These are, without a doubt, some of the most sought-after opportunities on the entire planet.
First up, Google. Look, getting in is tough, but there's really good reason for it. As an intern, you are not on the sidelines fetching coffee. You are in the game. You're fixing actual code. You're sketching out UX ideas. You're digging through data. You get to learn directly from incredible mentors and work with teams from all over the world. And here's the ultimate prize. If you perform well, a pre-placement offer is very, very much on the table. So, how do you stand out from the crowd? Here's the key piece of intel. It's not just about what you already know, it's about how you think. Can you tackle a problem you've never seen before? Are you genuinely curious about how things work? That is the Google mindset they're looking for.
Next on our list, we've got Microsoft. And it's a similar story to Google. No busy work here. You're given real projects with real impact. You could be building products, researching new ideas, or using data to make critical decisions. Plus, they have a hybrid work model, which is fantastic experience for how the modern workplace actually operates.
So what's the secret to unlocking a Microsoft internship? Well, it really comes down to two things: collaboration and adaptability. They want to see that you can slot right into a team and that you can pivot when a project suddenly changes direction. The big takeaway here is they're looking for flexible team players. Let's just put them side by side for a second. This really highlights the cultural difference, doesn't it? Google is on the hunt for that spark of individual curiosity and raw problem-solving horsepower. Microsoft, on the other hand, puts a real premium on your ability to work with others and be resilient. So, which one sounds more like you? All right, let's shift our focus. We've talked about the global giants. Now let's turn to the Indian titans. These are the absolute powerhouses that have made their own massive impact on the world stage. First, let's look at the Infosys InStep program. Now, this one is really unique because it's a truly global internship. You're working on live projects that blend high tech with business strategy, all while collaborating with students from dozens of different countries. It's an absolutely incredible cultural and professional experience. So what's the vibe at Infosys? What are they looking for? They really value autonomy and practical thinking. They want to see that you can take a project and just run with it, that you can think on your feet and come up with solutions that actually work in the real world, not just in theory. And then, of course, we have Tata Consultancy Services, or TCS. They offer a huge range of internships across both tech and business roles. You'll find positions in major cities and even some remote opportunities. It's a fantastic, super structured pathway for students who are just getting their careers started. Now, if you want to stand out at TCS, you need to hear this. Reliability is everything, and just as important is your ability to collaborate effectively with people who aren't even in the same room as you. This is such a critical skill today, and you can bet TCS wants to see that you've got it. Okay, so getting into these amazing companies obviously requires preparation. So think of this next part as your mission support. It's how you get the skills you need to even get your foot in the door. This brings us to ITE Yonik Services. Now, to be clear, this isn't an internship itself, but it's a crucial training ground. Their entire focus is on equipping students like you with the specific in-demand skills that these top companies are desperately looking for right now. So, how's it work? It's a pretty clear three-step flight plan. First, you acquire the skills you need. Second, you earn the certifications to prove you have them. And third, you make sure everything you've learned is perfectly aligned with what the industry actually wants and needs. It's all about bridging that gap between your college courses and your career. All right, you know the targets. You know how to get the skills. Now for the final briefing, your winning application strategy. Let's talk about how to make sure your application lands at the very top of the pile. First things first, and I absolutely cannot stress this enough, you have to start early. These programs are incredibly competitive. The students who get these spots are the ones who've been preparing for months, not just a few days. Seriously, don't wait. Next up, and this one is completely non-negotiable, you cannot, I repeat, cannot send a generic, one-size-fits-all application. You have to tailor your resume and your cover letter for each specific role. Show them you've done your homework and you genuinely want this internship, not just any internship. And hey, don't discount your own experience. Mention every single project you've worked on, even if you think it's small. They all demonstrate your skills, your initiative, and your passion. Let them see what you can actually do. You know, when it all comes down to it, it's about this. Companies want interns who add value from day one. They are looking for contributors, not just observers. Your entire application should basically scream, I am here to help you solve problems.
So there you have it. We've covered the targets, the training, and the strategy. The Launchpad is officially ready for you. The only question left is, where are you going to go first?